on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Just all positive thoughts, all just wanting to find Travis and bring him home to his family.
An emotional day of searching in Walsh County for a missing hunter. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Baim. Still no answers after more than 300 people helped search today before it was called off at dark. After a second day of searching, the Walsh County Sheriff's Department says there is no sign of Travis Voracek. The 45-year-old from Grand Forks went missing Friday night. His picture is on your screen. He's 5'10", 160 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. The sheriff says they found his truck and his ATV a half a mile from one another in the Sauter Township. That's about an hour northwest of Grand Forks. Valley News Team's Macy Anger went to the search area today and spoke with those a part of this community effort as the sheriff asks for more people to come help.
It's a big search.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack, but people are determined.
As far as you could see, across the muddy fields, people from across the northern counties hope to come across one man.
We were able to get approximately a mile yesterday. We're pushing out another mile from there, so 2 miles in every direction.
More than 300 people came to help find Travis Voracek, bringing out ATVs, trucks, and a helicopter, along with boats and canines to expand the search.
When this kind of stuff happens, the people in this community rally around it.
The sheriff says it appears Voracek crashed his ATV Friday night. He says while Voracek is an expert hunter, he may have been disoriented. And at the time, he wasn't actively hunting, wearing camo, not his orange gear, making it even harder to find him.
Getting as close as we can to the water and taking the cattails down and just, don't want to leave anything unturned.
The sheriff says the terrain has been tough to manage because of dozens of thick reeds and sloughs across the fields. Weather has only helped the search effort. Yesterday, they were able to find the man's stocking cap halfway between his ATV and his truck, and that's what led them to search in this area.
We still are hoping that we can find him alive.
I can't imagine what they're going through, and they need to see Travis and they need to bring him home.
In Walsh County, Macy Anger, Valley News Live.
The search picks up again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. If you want to help in the search, meet at the Lincoln Fire Hall. And you can always follow the latest on this search on our Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the whole day. Police say it was too close of a call for one driver after his car crashed into a pole in Moorhead. The call came in just before 5 tonight at 21st Street and 1st Avenue South. A man was driving north on 21st Street when he hit the pole. The cause of the crash is under investigation, but police say he may have lost control on the road. Police say if the accident would have moved just an inch or two, it could have killed him. He was able to make it out of the passenger side door and remained awake and talking after the crash. He has been cited for careless driving. Police are not ruling out more charges or more people being arrested following 5 weekend arrests in connection with the Taco John's robbery. All 5 of these men were arrested for the robbery from September, where a Taco John's employee was shot. Police say they know who shot the employee, but are not releasing further information until official charges are made this week. All 5 men know each other, but only 3 were inside a home along 4th Avenue in North Fargo when a SWAT team helped execute a search warrant Friday night. The SWAT team was used because authorities knew the people inside had previous criminal history and also had information leading them to believe there were weapons inside the home. Charges are possible as authorities investigate a report of an elk shooting in Norman County. The Minnesota Department of Natural Resources says a report was called in Saturday of the shooting south of Ada. Area deer hunters spotted the elk in the area and then later heard someone had shot it. Elk hunting is limited in the state. Only a few licenses are issued per year. The Minnesota DNR says it has sent the report to the Norman County attorney to consider charges. Results are in from the UND nickname runoff vote, with none of the options receiving enough votes. forcing a second runoff vote between the top two nicknames. Those who are eligible to vote can choose between Fighting Hawks or Rough Riders. Nodax was knocked out after none of these options received at least 50% of the vote. Voting begins earlier this time around, opening Thursday at noon until midnight on Monday, November 16th. The results will then be announced later that week, and we have more information that can all be found on valleynewslive.com. Coming up tomorrow night on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we're visiting neighborhoods in the Valley with the most crime to find out what's really going on. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us where the hot spots are in Fargo-Moorhead. Some of the areas might surprise you. Tune in to see if police are concerned about your neighborhood. And Roker-a-thon 2 is officially underway, and Al Roker will be here in Fargo and Moorhead tomorrow. He already hit a few states and plans to set the fastest time ever for reporting the weather from all 50 states in just 1 week to set a record. You can catch his weathercast and interview with Hutch from in front of the Fargo Theater on Valley News Live 10 at 10 tomorrow night. You are encouraged to attend, of course, around 7:30 at the Fargo Theater, but be aware there is limited space. But first, a reminder on the Valley today. Christy Larson can make you breakfast to start off your week. Her next assignment is at one of your favorite drive-thrus. She'll be dishing up breakfast at the new Hardee's on 28th Avenue South in Moorhead. Be sure to swing by, grab a quick meal, and say hello to Christy. As opening weekend for deer hunting wraps up, one woman is encouraging hunters to be cautious as the season continues after losing a loved one who was accidentally shot 1 year ago. Valley News Team's Christine Stanwood sits down with her as she offers her advice to hunters this season.
He loved hunting, and he was a die-hard Chevy boy.
25-year-old Blake Larson, better known as Bubba by close friends and family, was out hunting with a friend this time last year.
My parents and his wife hadn't heard from him, and she kept trying to, call and text him and stuff, and there was no answer. And they had called the sheriff's department to search for him.
After searching near Shelley, Minnesota for a few hours, Bubba's sister, Sarah, received heartbreaking news.
It was actually my stepdad that found him. He had been shot.
Another hunter accidentally shot him in the chest.
My brother was like 570 yards away from that person, but still, the bullets travel, and they travel far.
An unforgettable accident that still is with Larson.
A deer is not worth taking a risk because you can ultimately take somebody's life.
Her message?
You know your surroundings. You don't, and if you have any doubt that there's somebody around, don't do it.
In Moorhead,
Don't take the shot.
Christine Stanwood, Valley News Live.
The man who accidentally shot Blake was not a part of his hunting group.